I think I might be live. Start is always going to be awkward because I'm seeing if I'm live, and yes, I'm live. Oh gosh, there we go. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I got a lot today. It's crazy. You guys are also very sweet. I see quite a few of you have already tuned in. Hey Joy. Yee. I'm so glad you're excited. Let's see who's a moderator. Oh, Peggy, you're a moderator again. So if anyone misbehaves, Peggy, you're gonna be wielding the ban hammer. I am like last year. If any of you are watching that watched my last year's live stream, which was quite a bit different than it was on Justin's channel. I had a lot of people over, and I got really drunk. I'm not gonna do that today, but I did get a drink. This is, I don't know if you can see it. Probably gonna have to check that out. Yeah. So this drink it's a beer, but it's like a 2% beer, so it's not too heavy. And it is flavored with grapefruits and pineapple, and it's really tasty. It's a very summery drink, so I gotta pace myself today. I'm not allowed to drink very much. Thank you again. I'm really tired also, which I did say. But thank you guys. You're so very sweet. And I know I made that video today thanking you for all the support and love that you've been giving me, which is crazy. I wish I had time to reply to everyone, but I do read every single comment and message that I get, and it means very much to me. So thank you. Oh, thank you guys. And it does sound kind of tropical. I guess it has a bit of a tropical taste to it. It's really good. No worries. I literally just started streaming. Like, what you missed is just me being awkward in front of a camera for 2 minutes while I'm trying to set the stream up. Thank you guys. You're so very sweet. Okay, I actually have like a schedule thing for this because I'm very, very well prepared today. Let's see. I got a gift today from a very, very lovely girl. And as you can see, it's from me, Lisa Indigo. So I'm going to see what's inside. It's got a little birthday card. And it says, "Dear Lisa, I've already said this, but thank you so much for the custom audio. Thank you for all that you do. Keep being the amazing ASMR artist that you are. Alessandra." Thank you so much. I hope that you're either watching right now or that you're gonna tune in later. I'll probably send you the link if you haven't seen it. All right, stream chat. That's the thing. Hey. Thank you guys. Oh, I'm glad she's watching. Okay. By the way, before I rip open the packaging, I think this is really cute, actually. I really love the packaging. I'm gonna try and open it carefully. This is awesome. The spring collection, a cup of freshness. From budding flowers to the first fruits of the season, there's so much to love about spring, and this deliciously fresh tea collection is all about bringing that happy feeling to your cup. 5 teas and infusions plus filters. So this is a little tea set that I got, and I'm pretty sure most of you know that I love tea, so I'm really excited about this. Let's just look at that stream chat. Oh, you guys. It's so very sweet, thank you. What did I get for my birthday? Well, what I already got is, I got like money as a gift, which is also really nice because I'm going to use that for my tattoo fund. And I got a soup maker from my mother, which is basically something you just put in a bunch of ingredients and you turn it on, and then 20 minutes later you have soup, which is great because I love soup. And my dad gave me an external hard drive to put all my completed videos on because they were clogging up my PC. So this is the insides, and it has some filters for tea, because this is so, it's not like tea bags, it's like loose tea that you put in infusers or things like that. Let's see. So we've got this raspberry cream pie, and it's rooibos. Sounds really yummy. Let's see. Yes, I'm definitely getting some ink. I'm getting an Alicia inspired tattoo, actually. We've got some white nectarine white tea. Got some fruits of paradise green tea. Let's see. One of my cats also says happy birthday. Thank you. Do you play any Magic the Gathering? I don't actively play it, but I do have a bunch of cards and I do want to start playing it. Okay, and then we've got Monk's Blend, which is a white tea. This all sounds so good, by the way. And then lastly, we've got pistachio ice cream. It's a black tea. This all sounds so yummy. Thank you so much, Alexandra. I'm very excited to try all of these out. Thank you. It's such a cute box, too. This will actually be a nice box to keep my tea in general. I mean, part of it anyway, because tea is my life. I have too much tea. Thank you. It's really sweet. Okay. Okay, let me go through some of the comments and messages now. Yay. Actually, I don't have something like really planned for all of them, but the design for the Alicia tattoo is actually already finished. It has been finished for a while. One of my good friends, Gath, actually designed it. But ideally I would want 6 tattoos, with all of them being, how do you say that? Like, I don't have words, I'm really tired. Like, they would be inspired by one of my main 6 characters. My main 6, I see kind of like Alicia, Celine, Maria, Caldora, Jackie, and Lori. So, what language do you prefer cursing in? Definitely English. Dutch cursing is pretty lame, mostly. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet today and always. What games have you been playing recently? I've been playing a lot of Telltale games, like the really story-driven games where you make choices and they affect your gameplay. The last one that I finished was A Wolf Among Us, which is really, really cool. I really love that one. And the other that I'm playing right now is Tales of the Borderlands. I'm like halfway through now. It's a really, really, really fun game. Really been enjoying that. What music do you like? I like so many music. Actually, recently, like a week ago, I talked about a lot of different genres and bands that I liked on my Tumblr. So if you want to check that out, it'll be on my Tumblr. The Mirror Rose Scepter to the release. Yeah, kind of like that, but I want basically the clan logo intertwined with something inspired by the character or something that's significant to the character. So it's not just simply the logo or image. Any interest in playing Guild Wars 2? Oh, I played so much Guild Wars 2. I've played a lot of that actually. It's a lot of fun. I just haven't in a while. And yeah, I would love a second season for Wolf Among Us. Did you, Brinny? I've been so overwhelmed with messages. I will definitely check that out soon. Ever think about streaming your gaming on Twitch? I'd have to do that on my PC probably. I have to look into it. I'm not sure if I'm very good at gaming and talking and also being entertaining at the same time, and also like interacting with people like that. That's a lot of things to focus on, and I'm bad at focusing. Well, I already know what tattoo I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get something inspired by Alicia. Oh, and it's funny to say that because I actually have the Fable comics. I have the first special edition, collector's edition book, and it's been really fun so far. I definitely want to get more of that. I haven't. The only Walking Dead Telltale thing that I've played was part of the first season, but I just never finished it. What class did you play in Guild Wars 2? I played, I think the Necromancer. I think that one's the one that I mained. Oh yeah, Life is Strange is really good. I love that game. I actually have a Life is Strange t-shirt. Have you ever played Dark Souls? No, and I doubt I will. Dark Souls, I'm pretty sure I would get really frustrated. I'm bad at games, honestly. I just like them, but If a vampire from one clan bites a vampire from a different clan as a vampire to get the other one's powers. Only if they truly kill them, which is called Diablo Rising. But they don't just get their powers, they just become more powerful because they consume another vampire's soul. Have you seen the Telltale Humble Bundle? I have, actually. Yes, Steven. That's where I got the Tales of the Borderlands and some other ones that I hadn't gotten yet. Hey, Tom. I'm good, thank you. Well, I'm smiling because all of you are here and being so sweet to me. Who's your favorite vampire character? For my own characters? I don't know. I don't know if I can pick favorites, and I'm not sure. There's so many good ones. I do really like Eric Northman, though, from True Blood, but that's for very shallow reasons. How many people has Alicia bitten so far? Well, seeing as a vampire needs at least a pint of blood a day to survive, quite a lot, I'd say. Doesn't mean she has killed a lot, but does mean she fed a lot. What's your opinion on abominations in World of Darkness? I don't know. I don't know much about them, so I wouldn't really have a good opinion on it. Hey, Karen. I know, right? Eric Northman. Yeesh. It's crazy. It's almost 100 people. Hey, everyone. You're so sweet. Mm, I love you guys. Have you ever heard of a game called Indigo Prophecy for the PS2? I haven't. I've never really owned much of a console. I had the original Xbox when I was like 13, and I played Spyro and Tony Hawk Underground 2 and the Harry Potter games on there. What will become of the wolf in your Crimson Keep story? Well, he's gonna have his own little arc. Who would you save, Jeanette or Threes? I mostly try to save both of them, but if I would have to pick, it would be Jeanette. One of your characters could keep a vampiric pet. What would it be, and which character would be? Like another like human being as a pet, or well, a vampiric being, I guess. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, Mark Soraya coming up when I finish the fantasy storyline. Anyway, there's something that I wanted to do that I'm sort of, well, I'm not going to say forced into because I definitely asked for it, but some of you might know my very good Canadian friend Cass, and she wrote me a story for my birthday. She's a writer, and she's a very good writer actually, but she wanted to write me something, a smutty, so sexual story about my characters, and I haven't read it yet, but it's definitely a bit interesting. Okay, I'm rambling. So what I was planning was to read part of it, and just see how far I would go with it. Okay. So, yes. Let's see. I'm not gonna sing, by the way, Tom. I don't sing. Okay. So, is everyone ready for smutty story time? If you're like under the age of consent, you should probably just plug your ears for like at least a few minutes. Oh my god, no, we're not gonna do the swords thing again. Not today. Okay. Normally when I narrate stories, I'm able to edit them because I scrub words a lot. So I'm sorry. It's gonna be very real today. Okay, just smoothing out the vocal cords. Okay, one shots, part 1, cocked and loaded. What am I doing? This is like with your birthdays, right? You get embarrassed. Okay. Thank you so much for your help, sweetheart. Laurie shut the door firmly after her newest test subject exited her apartment with a confused but relieved look on their face. She smiled to herself, thinking back on how well the session had gone. Her control over her powers had been growing steadily for the last several weeks, but she couldn't help but feel a great sense of pride. True, she had never previously thought that she'd become a Lasombra. She had always imagined herself wielding the dominating force of a Ventrue. But she had to admit that seeing prey writhe in discomfort as her dark tendrils explored their helpless bodies made her more than a little excited. Unthinking, she found her hand moving down on its own accord to between her legs, and was surprised to feel how wet she was. Her hand lingered there a moment, until she gave a low sigh and walked over to her desk to diarize this most recent experiment. As always, work before play, she lamented. An hour went by, and the young Lasombra decided she was growing tired of playing it safe. By now, she could manipulate the darkness with ease, and was eager to try something a little more challenging. She closed her book and moved to the middle of her barren apartment, which she only used for experiments, and calmly knelt on the creaking floorboards. Laurie closed her eyes tightly and rested her hands on her lap. no time like the present. Mustering all of her strength, Lori focused intently on the surrounding darkness. Slowly, shadows from the corners of the floor began to twirl and stretch inward toward her, creeping through the air in unearthly serpentine. It didn't take long before all lights had been consumed. She opened her eyes to witness her handiwork, and noticed the darkness seemed to be creeping into the very walls themselves, dissolving their matter into nothingness. She looked over to her desk, to see her desk now disintegrating right in front of her, leaving only void. Lori felt herself trembling as doubt began to set in. She then clenched her fists in deep resolve, closed her eyes, and turned her attention again towards the encroaching abyss. When the young Lasombra again opened her eyes, she realized she was no longer in a dingy apartment in Amsterdam. Even with her kindred sight, she was unable to pierce the abyss, which stretched onto infinity in all direction. Lori silently admitted that this was more than a little unnerving. Lucky for her, the experiment was a success, and she could now leave this realm as soon as possible, with her pride intact. As one last exercise, she decided to try out her teleportation abilities and visualize the shadows located within the local nightclub, Static. Darkness began to swirl around her once more, and as they dissolved, a darkened dance floor began to materialize in its place. The club was empty, save for the presence of some kindred that she could sense coming from upstairs. Lori recalled Maria saying something about paying Celine a surprise visit tonight. Feeling a sudden urge of mischief, Lori too swiftly wrapped herself in shadow and made her way up the winding staircase to spy on the mysterious rendezvous. Okay, that was the first cut. Let's see what you guys are saying. So you guys liking it so far? I'm honestly kind of worried, like, about reading a sexual story like this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I get. Why is my vape not working? There we go. Mm-hmm. I'm not drunk, Tom. Not at all. I had 2 sips of this, like, very light beer. Okay. Yes, Vape Nation. What's the thing again? Is it? Am I doing it right? If I'm, what is it? It's like this or the other way around. So I don't know. I saw the video, but yeah. Oh my god! I think I unleashed something. Okay, before this like degrades into Vape Nation stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. Okay. Prepare myself mentally. Okay. Rawr. It sounded like a large cat, but as Lori approached the top of the stairs, she could see there was a feline gangrel perched there instead. She was naked, except for a leather collar around her neck, which was attached to a leash, which was tied to the railing. It gave her enough leeway to pace back and forth with a few steps, which she was doing now on all fours, while occasionally giving off the shrillest of meows and purring like a diesel engine. The gangrel sounded like she was in terrible pain, but Lori could tell she wasn't injured. She seemed to be walking gracefully enough, with her reddish-brown tail playfully moving from side to side and curling around the railing. The somber smiled when she realized this feline kindred before her, Jackie was her name, wasn't it, was in heat. Of course, this still didn't explain why she was being kept in the upstairs hallway of Static, and why she didn't just break her leash to go satisfy her urges. This was most interesting, indeed. Lori quietly crept past the poor, furry gangrel and made her way to the large lounge at the end of the hall, where several kindred appeared to be engaged in some type of activity. She sensed at least a dozen of them, maybe more. Was this a party? When she entered the lounge, she could see a dark-haired young man standing near the door. He looked like an underwear model, with his toned physique and wearing only Calvin Klein briefs. He stood there, unmoving, with a stoic look on his face. As Laurie stared up at his chiseled abs, trying to figure out why he was standing there, she spied a guest walking slowly up to him. She wore her brown hair in a short bob, and was dressed elegantly in a gold-beaded 1920s-style gown. She smiled sweetly at the man, and gently brushed her hands across his chest in admiration. "You could almost pass for my brother, with that handsome face of yours. It's too bad he's not here to play right now. Looks like I'll have to settle with having some fun with you instead." Her hands now trailed down and over his white briefs, stopping over his bulge. She began to slowly trace his outline over the fabric while looking up at his face. The man's eyes remained facing forward and gave no discernible response. She applied some pressure to her tracings and finally felt some movement underneath. Laurie decided this must be a Giovanni with her physical features and mention of her brother, but she had never seen this one before. She was quite beautiful, but she knew there must be an experienced sadist lurking behind that charming smile. Giovanni's were all the same, but Laurie was intrigued enough to ignore the other activities in the lounge for the time being to see what this particular one would do. Okay, that's the second part. Okay, so yeah, we definitely need an adult here. And yes, Giovanni definitely seems like it's Lillian, yes. What I'm reading is a story that my very good friend Kaz wrote for me as a birthday gift. You want me to read slower? I'm bad at reading slow, actually. Well, it should come back to. There's a smutty story that I'm reading because that's just the thing we do on this channel on my birthday. Mm. Mm. Okay. I'm gonna keep reading, I think. I'm scared now because I saw a glimpse of the next chapter, and there's dicks involved. So if the mention of dicks like in any way disturbs you, then yeah, the public embarrassment for the win. Yeah. Oh my gosh. What flavor am I vaping right now? Let's just talk about my vape juice instead. Okay. I got this Vape Mate rainbow fruits juice that I'm actually going to be doing a review on very soon, but I wanted to test it out first before I did a review, so it's really good, but I'll do a full review soon. Okay. let's keep going, and yeah. The man's bulge grew steadily under the watchful eye of the Giovanni, stretching his briefs. His arms remained relaxed at their sides, and his face expressionless. The young lady seemed a bit flustered at this, and with one swift movement tore at his underwear with her sharpened nails. They fell to the ground, and blood began to well from the light scratches she had left on his hips. She knelt down next to him and softly licked at the wounds. "Did Lillian hurt you, my love? I'm so sorry. But you do taste good." Soon her licks turned into wanton kisses, which gradually made their way across his front to his half-erect and sizable cock. She began to stroke the shaft gently, then more forcibly with one hand, while she kissed and trailed her tongue around its tip. Before too long, he became rock hard, and she took his whole member into her mouth. What am I doing? Her tongue swirled around it several times before she began to move it deep into her throat, and then out again. The man's hips, whether they wanted to or not, began to comply with the kindred's lustful wishes, and were now bucking against her face, first softly and then harder. Lillian began to moan as he fucked her mouth faster and faster. All the while, his face remained detached, and Laurie wondered what kind of influence he must be under in order to accomplish such a feat. To the sombre sense, the man was close to coming, and stared with rapt attention. It was at this point that the Giovanni took his cock out of her mouth, spit out the precum, and bore her fangs. They were visible for only a second before she savagely bit down onto the shaft. Regardless of whatever power the man had been under, he couldn't help but let out a terrible cry of pain as the young sadist mercilessly bit and sucked at his cock. Laurie winced, and probably the entire audience that has a cock as well. She had heard how terrible Giovanni's bite could be, but had never witnessed it until now. The gorgeous underwear model, who had been clearly instructed to stand there unmoving, had erupted with an agonizing cry, but still managed to hold his ground. Tears were streaming down his chiseled jawline, and his whole frame was shaking. Lillian moaned louder at these cries and bit down harder on his cock to elicit even more. The shaft was now little more than ribbons of blood-soaked flesh. Oh my goodness. That she gleefully licked from base to tip. Laurie was dumbfounded, and so am I. She felt pity for the man, but she was unwilling to make herself known and interrupt the scene. She looked around the room to see who might step in, but the only other kindred she recognized was Calidora, poor Calidora, nervously reading a tome and chanting in the corner. Then, underneath the incessant screaming, she heard a steady stream of mouth clicks coming from behind her. A white-haired Malkavian walked into the room and immediately ran over and pulled Lillian off her defenseless prey. The Giovanni was now lying on the floor, a few feet away, joyfully licking her bloody fingers. Oh gosh. No. What have you done? Is this Alicia's accent? I don't know. I'll just do it normally. What have you done, you inbred beast? Stay away from him. Alicia gently took the young man's face in her hands and looked up into his eyes. After a moment, he met her gaze and began to calm down. Shh. There, little one. Alicia will take care of you now. She took him by the shoulder and walked into one of the couches, draped him in a blanket, and started whispering indiscernible things into his ear. As confused as Laurie was as to why these kindred were here tonight, she was relieved with the Malkavian's interruption. She also just realized that neither Maria nor Celine were anywhere to be seen, and it was certain that the former must somehow be behind this surreal night. Yes. Oh my god. What am I reading? I can't even. I'm gonna need a little break. I need a cigarette, and I don't even smoke cigarettes. Okay. So what do you guys think? It's good. Yeah. I'm not drunk. I actually am not drunk. I do vape, yes. I'm not drunk, guys. I'm really not drunk. I'm just oh gosh. Yeah, I need a little break after that one. What have you created? I fucking love you, Kaz, so much. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Ooh, that's that's a lot of smoke. Hmm. I'm not drunk, guys. I promise. I'm actually not drunk. To be completely honest, I can't drink that much. I talked a bit about what I'm dealing with in my update video, and part of that is if you drink, it gets very much worse. And basically, this is a 2% beer, so it's not gonna. It's my first one, so I'm gonna be fine, guys. Don't worry. Like, when you're younger and you imagine what you're gonna be doing with your life, in like 5 years time, 10 years time, or 15 years time. For some reason, I never expected something like this. This is not what I had thought my life would be like. Hmm. Tumblr live stream. I mean, I'm sorry if any of you guys got triggered by that. It wasn't my intention. It might have been Cass's intention though, so I can't really vouch for that. Yeah, eat a lot of dicks. I can, like, 10 out of 10 can recommend eating dicks. I seriously love you guys, by the way. I definitely did not expect that 10. I did not expect 10 years ago that I was gonna be doing this. No. And you should definitely encourage your little cousin to become a dinosaur when they grow up. So I'm gonna take a peek at the story, see how much there's left. Okay, there's 2 more parts left, basically. And I want you guys. You definitely broke me for sure. Um, so are you guys ready for the second last part of this? Okay, I guess you get one. I guess you guys one more. I'm broken. I'm broke. Like, please, I'm broken. I'm gonna read. That's all I can do right now. Okay. Oh God. As if to answer her question, the doors leading to the private boudoir at the end of the lounge opened, and Maria emerged, with Celine following close behind. They both walked to the center of the lounge, and as everyone gathered, the prince began to speak. Welcome. As you know, I have called you here on a special night to make amends with your fellow kindreds in a new and different way. In essence, we are here to make love, not war. Or maybe just to get our aggressions through a good fucking, you decide. Calidora, who has been kind enough to fetch Jackie from the hall, thank you, has also just completed a ritual that will summon from within each of you your deepest sexual desires and entice you to realize them with those in this room. Kelly was now next to Laurie in the doorway, with Jackie on the leash. She nervously adjusted her glasses and started to speak when Maria had taken a pause. Maria? There's something should I tell? You have until sunrise to enjoy yourselves, and then you are welcome to stay here during the day. I give my personal assurance of your safety. And with that, the Venture turned and walked back into the boudoir, with Celine walking silently behind her, with her head bowed. Kelly sighed and walked Jackie over to where her tome was lying on a table in the corner. The gangrel was still meowing loudly, and the timid Tremere had to stop and give her a stern look. You shush already. Look, if you don't stop, you won't be getting any treats. Jackie lowered her head and began to sob. Kelly couldn't help but feel bad, so she bent down and started petting her head and furry ears. The, the gangrel quickly sat up straight and started rubbing her hand, purring loudly. Then she rubbed her head against Kelly's legs and nuzzled her crotch. Hey, that tickles, she said with a smile. Jackie only took that as further encouragement and put her 2 paws up against her legs, causing the Tremere to fall. Once on the ground, the feline began rubbing all over her, starting with her side, then against her breast, and then climbed on top and went to lick at her face. Callie laughed at the strange sensations and petted her in return, as the gangrel's tail darted between her legs and up her short black skirt. Callie could feel her excitement grow, with the feline gangrel rubbing all over her, making her nipples hard. Well, I guess I could give you a treat, Callie whispered, as she hiked up her skirt to reveal a clean-shaven and very moist pussy underneath. Jackie smiled wide, and in an instant turned around and began lapping at the Tremere's juices that steadily flowed from her pussy. You taste so good, the feline purred in between licks, while her partner, becoming more relaxed with every new flick of the tongue, began to kiss the naked ass in front of her. Laurie scanned the room in disbelief, as a dozen or so kindred began to sexually explore each other in different ways. She also felt a heat coming from between her own legs, and realized that though she was still invisible to others, she was not immune to the curious ritual that had occurred. Right. I need another little break. Well, for everyone who's confused as to what's going on here, me included, this is my birthday gift. My friend Kaz wrote this for me to read out on my stream. Yeah. Are any of your characters there with you? Well, if there was an orgy going on right now, I would not be on the stream. I would be at the orgy, so. I'm glad you guys like it, sort of. Skeleton orgies, I can definitely get behind that, yeah. The thing is though, like I've been vaping for 2 years or something, and the only reason that I vape is because I wanted to quit smoking, so I'm not being all cool about it. It's what do you think of Honeycomb Studio? Well, I love it. It's a fun game. Been playing it a lot. And definitely the Bone Zone. Oh yes. Which character would you want to have sex with most? Lori, because shadow tentacles. Oh god. Okay, guys. I think I'll just finish the last part if you guys are ready for it. And no, don't get that Undertale shit out of here. Get that Undertale shit in here. Like in here. Like yes, Undertale. I want to have a bad time for sure. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna read the last parts of the story so far. Okay. Okay. Am I late to the party? A handsome young man, wearing a dark pinstripe suit and fedora, now entered the lounge. Jack! Lillian had picked herself up from the floor, and she was now throwing herself into the newcomer's arms. I was so glad you were able to make it, brother. She kissed him hard on the lips, and he returned in kind, darting his tongue into her mouth to meet her own, and cupping her breast tightly. Did you have some dinner without me, my beautiful sister? He frowned, tasting her lips. I thought I told you to wait. His hand moved from her breast to her neck, and he began to squeeze tightly. Unable to speak, Lillian stood there, trying to loosen his grip unsuccessfully. He then released her, grabbed her by the hair, and dragged her to one of the couches. She cried out in defiance, but wore a slight grin. The observant La Sombra sensed this to be a game they must play often. As interesting as these activities were, Laurie's attention was drawn to the closed doors of the boudoir. She walked over and felt herself become wetter with every step, as if her own desires were pulling her to this specific destination. Completely forgetting that she was now hidden in shadows, she opened the doors wide and stood, stunned, in the entrance. The surrounding shadows had drifted away, leaving her exposed as she stared at the movements of the two figures on the bed. She bit her lip hard, not realizing her fangs had been bared in excitement, and blood began to drip down her chin. She didn't feel it, though. Her attention was directed more towards the juices that had begun to well up in her tiny thong and drip down her leg. Filled with a sudden urge to be naked, she quickly removed her thong and short skirt and unbuttoned her white blouse. Her nipples were hard beneath a lacy white bra, and she circled them with her palms before undoing the clamps in the back. She let her bra drop to the floor and massaged her soft breasts, which felt larger and more sensitive with each passing moment. Laurie ran a hand lightly through her long golden hair as she slowly made her way towards the bed. This was turning into a pleasant surprise, and she looked forward to enjoying everything this night had to offer. So, yeah. So that was that. Thank you so much, Cass, for this birthday gift. I mean, I actually love it, obviously. And you definitely have to be writing more of that because that's some good shit. So, what were you guys' favorite parts in the story? Oh my gosh, this chat though. I've never played Warhammer, no. The part where you started giggling, which is all the parts. What can I get you for a present? Well, I do accept erotic fan fiction apparently as a present, so. Oh my god. Will you do more of these? Well, define more of these. I think we all need a shower after this. I don't play League of Legends. No, I have though in the past. Thanks everyone for being here and being a good sport and being so sweet, by the way. Have you ever read my Immortal? I did actually. I read part of it on my channel, in fact. Yeah, it's porn party with indigo stars. My parents will be so proud. Well, you gotta thank Kaz for turning you on because she wrote it actually. Oh yeah, I eat up like Fallout erotic fan fiction. It's good stuff. Well, my parents watch my channel, so it's it's done. If Cass does YouTube videos, she can like tell y'all herself if she wants to share that. I'm afraid I don't have more story to share right now, actually, because that was the story for now, and that was like the first part anyway. Yeah, my parents totally watch my channel. It's horrible. They show everyone. They show their friends. Like, look at my daughter. I'm so proud. Tom, I'm really not gonna sing. I'm not a singer. Sorry. How can I play Vampire the Masquerade on my computer? Well, I don't know your computer, but I'm gonna assume you can just install it and then patch it. 20 minutes into birthday and chill, and she started reading erotic fanfiction. I set myself up for this, honestly. Is vampire erotica difficult to find? I wouldn't imagine it's not. Well, my dad is actually ex-Marine, so he just might. Oh, oh my god. I just found the junk of this. Oh lord. Kaz, you want me to make the story canon? Like what does that mean? Do I need to role play all of that? Am I gonna star in my own porn now? Is that a thing now? Is that what we're gonna do next live stream on my next birthday? Oh man. Seems Joe Mills is into breast expansion. Are we all gonna like list our kinks and fetishes right now? By the way, I'm not gonna do porn, guys. I'm not gonna do porn. Really, I'm not. Oh god. I'm never gonna live this down. Have you played the new World of Darkness? Because you seem a fan of the old World of Darkness. That's true. I only really know anything about the old World of Darkness. Oh yes, please sub to Tales of Dissension, who's in the chat right now. She's responsible for your bonus, guys. Ah yes, part 2. I want it now. Kaz, we know you're the perv. Dominatrix, huh? I vape actually because I'm cool like that. I'm having some rainbow fruit right now, and I was drinking just a light beer, but it's gone now, so I'm drinking water. I'm not that cool, honestly. I'm pretty much the opposite of cool. I'm pretty like I'm anxious all the time. So. There's so many people watching. I feel so like I don't know. I feel like everyone just knows like truly how awkward of a person I am. Yeah, the chats are always awkward here for sure. Mm. I literally make everything awkward, so like it's cool. I'm not drunk, by the way. I'm really not. Mm. I know I'm bad at pronouncing things, but rainbow fruit, not food. Peggy. Mm. Yeah, me in real life too, to be honest with you. Mm. Go do your grocery store. You should try putting alcohol into the vape stick. That's a good way to break it for sure. Have you ever been to the US? I have not, but I really want to go, but I'm pretty sure I'll go in the future. I don't know what that was. I'm just defensive about me being drunk because I'm like, there's a lot of times where I'm drunk, but like today I'm not, and I'm kind of salty about it. So it's like, I just want to make everything clear. I can't blow rings actually. I'm sorry. Kinky vampire orgies definitely is my aesthetic. I'm from the Netherlands, by the way. Mm. By the way, I've noticed that some people's comments are actually being blocked, and that's because of the blacklist that I have. There's some words that I've blocked from my channel, so if you say them in a comment or in a chat, they won't show up. And from the top of my head, they're bitch, slut, cunt, whore, and kill yourself. I think I blocked those. So if you want everyone to see your comment, you should avoid those. I would love to come to New Zealand, actually. One of my really, really good friends lives there. Mm. Yeah, Jacob, your comment got blocked for sure. I can't do rings, I'm sorry. Now these earphones are just Sennheiser ones. I don't know if you can see them. They're just, this is just my hair, so. Sorry about the sassy words or the naughty words. Thanks, N Factor. My hair color is not natural. This is dyed. You can see a bit of my natural hair color here. It's like a reddish brown, but it's not this red. I dyed it red, but it's kind of fading, as you can see. It's becoming a little more pinkish. So I want to do another coat of it soonish. Are you gonna watch Game of Thrones season 6? Am I? Oh yes, I am. I used to watch a lot of anime, but I haven't watched it in quite a while, but I was quite the anime fiend when I was younger. Oh yeah, I can definitely do a sailboat like Gandalf. Just like everyone just close their eyes for a minute and I'll do it, and it only works when nobody's watching. Well, Niku, if you gotta butt fuck your pet dino, you just gotta. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to let you do it. I'm probably just gonna re-dye it red again. My hair, that is. Will the raider return? Oh yes, she will return gloriously. Who's your favorite Walking Dead character? I think Glenn. Yeah. Thank you, Whispering Shades. Are you wishing for anything in particular this year, gift-wise? I think the most special thing that I'm going to do for myself is my tattoo, which I'm going to schedule very soon. So it's going to be my gift to myself. What's your favorite Game of Thrones house? I don't know. I just like, I feel like every house is like something interesting about them. Like, of course, I love the Starks and everything. I love the Greyjoys logo, obviously, and they're also a bunch of bastards, which I can appreciate. Targaryens are cool, of course, because dragons. And, you know, I just love a lot of them, really. My favorite anime is Fullmetal Alchemist. I'm getting an Alicia-inspired tattoo. If Jon Snow is dead, then I'm done. Done. He's not dead, though, I'm pretty sure. Lannisters are also cool, though. Everyone is cool. They're all cool. They're all just cool. Yeesh. There you go. I haven't watched One Punch Man, actually. Heard a lot about it. People really seem to like it. And yeah, there's no ways that I think Melisandre is like, she's in the camp right now. There's no way she's not gonna revive him. Like, everything's just leading up to that, to be quite honest. Yeah, the Starks are pretty dead. I really hope they would do something a little more empowering with Sansa, besides letting her get raped by Ramsay. Talking about Ramsay, I just got this in the mail today, actually. It's Ramsay Bolton, and I also got, let's see, I also got Arya Stark. I've got quite a lot of Game of Thrones pops. I kind of went crazy with them. Would you bang Sansa? I mean, yeah, like, sure. I would bang a lot of girls, though. I do have a tattoo. Actually, I have a tattoo on my shoulder blades. What the fuck is a Gordon? Would there ever be an Alicia Funko Pop figure? Maybe if you guys make like a campaign for it, like make Indigo Stars Funko Pops. That'd be great. I would be like, I would just literally die of happiness. I don't watch Doctor Who. I'm sorry. Okay. Good night, Rafa, and the little ones as well. No, I would bang a lot of girls. I don't bang a lot of girls on the reg. I mean, I wish it was, but. Okay. Thank you so much, Whispering Shade. Hope you have a lovely day and a good rest. I'm not sure if I want to watch Sherlock, but I love the Sherlock Holmes movie, though. I haven't watched the series. Yeah, that's true. But it would just be really cool if you had like a line that people could actually get themselves. That'd be awesome. I'm pretty sure people would love that, having Funko Pops, Felicia, and all the others. That'd be so good. I like my fairy lights. They're pretty comfy. I like them. I like having a lot of mood lights in my house. Yeah, definitely. I would definitely said Sherlock. What's your favorite steam locomotive here in the UK? I'm sorry, I really I don't know anything about trains. I'm really sorry. I mean, I should do a Melisandre roleplay eventually. I do want to do some Game of Thrones role plays, but I have so many things like projects up in the air that I want to work on those first and finish those up before I get started with a new project, basically. But yeah, definitely Dutch pride and everything. Of course, it would, Finn. I turned 25 today, actually. Yes. Well, I did mention this a couple of times, but if you guys want to send me a gift, I thought about it a bit, and I can't get a PO box, which is annoying. But I do have an address now that you can send something to. It's not my house address. It's just an address that you can send it to, and I can pick up the packages there. So if you want that address, you can email me or message me, and I will give that to you. Was learning English easy? I heard Dutch is one of the easiest languages to learn if you speak English. Dutch is really hard to learn, actually. That's what I heard anyway. English wasn't too bad for me. I got most of it in school, and then I went on vacation a lot, so I would talk English with other kids, and I watched a lot of movies and television without subtitles, which really forced me to learn it. So and then I got onto internet, and I talked with a lot of random strangers online. Let's see. If you consider bringing back Amira, Angela, or your Lycan, Kirsten, I do want to, but like I said, I just have so many projects up in the air. I just really want to finish up some things that I'm working on before I get into new stuff right now. So basically, if you're wondering if another video is coming soon or if another character is coming back, the answer will be yes, but it might take a little while because I have a lot of things. And yes, I've played Mass Effect so many times. My favorite thing. One of my favorite things. And I have been to England, yes. If you had to pick an actor to play Alicia in a film, who would you pick? This one right here. I've thought about doing a Draw My Life video, and it's something that I originally planned for the 10K special. And I kind of do want to do it, but the thing is that my life is, for the most part, very depressing. But I might do it anyway, honestly. Like I have no reservations about sharing stuff, so. Yes, Thor, there is a lag because there's a lag between like me. See, okay, it takes a while for the stream to be shown. Like there's a bit of a delay, so that's why I replied a little later. I never took acting lessons. No, pancakes for sure. Face reveal. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be comfortable with you guys seeing my face. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do a face reveal, honestly. Where did you come up with the idea to make ASMR videos with a running narrative? It kind of just happens, actually. It was never like a conscious thing that I planned out. It was just like I was making these videos, and I just suddenly noticed all these things were linking up. Like, hey, that's the thing now. And yeah, most Draw My Life videos are pretty sad because people Like, people just go through shit. Yeah. Mm. Can you please say meow in a cute kitty voice? I don't know if I can. It's awkward. Meow. Meow. Mm. I do live in the Netherlands. Yes, I do. Thank you guys. You guys are sweet. What made you think to combine vampires and ASMR? I just had an idea to do a vampire role play. It's not something that was really done in ASMR, so I was like, or not that I'd seen anyway. So it's like, yeah, that could be interesting for a video. So I kind of did it, and then I just recorded it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna delete this because this is terrible. And it was the first Alicia video. Then I asked some friends, and they were like, no, put it up. And then I did, and now we're here. Peggy's hair is better than Alicia's by far. Okay, good night, Steven. Do you ever think that you were a vampire in a previous life? You mean I'm not a vampire in this life? Do you have a Steam? If so, wish list. I do have a Steam. I don't have a wish list on Steam, actually. Thanks. I'm really glad you liked the 7 Deadly Sins videos. They were really fun to come up with and make. I'm glad you guys liked them. What do you think of Twilight, the movies and books? I actually picked up the book before I knew there was this whole hype about it. I was like, okay, this is just like, it's like romantic teenage flick thing. I don't know, like, it was just like, okay, it's like a simple read. It was pretty entertaining. So I got the other books, and then I watched the movies, and I kind of didn't get on the hype train for it, but they're just cheap entertainment. But it's not bad. I don't hate it. Oh yeah, I need to change the coils on my vape all the time. The old broken one? Well, if it's broken, it's broken. So I can't do it anymore. 7 deadly memes. Oh my god. Well, what would be the 7 deadly memes, guys? How do you keep coming up with all the fresh content? I have no clue. But I have. If I had to, I could list 200 video ideas right now, just out of the top of my head. Like, I could. I'm not going to because it's gonna take a long time. But I just always keep having ideas and not enough time to realize them. I don't get a lot of messages from people saying my video was fantastic for their fetishism. But honestly, like, some do tell me stuff like that, and I don't need to know. I don't. Okay, but I think I'm gonna have to sign off for now because I am super sleepy. Actually, I'm just about to pass out, really. But this was fun. I'm glad that you'll join me for this little crazy birthday stream. It really made me happy to see all you guys' birthday wishes and just how sweet you are, and it was good to have a bit of fun with the crazy story. I definitely want to do more streams because I always say that I just love doing streams and interacting with all of you. Now, one last question. I don't get perved out by or like creeped out by people who do like have like the smoking fetish, like I really don't mind actually. But I do have a story about that, and I'll tell you some other time. So ask me about that in my last stream, next stream. Thank you all so much, guys. You guys are so sweet, and I love every single one of you. And I hope that you all are doing very, 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 very super well. Okay. So, yeah, it was great hanging with you guys again. And I will see you again very soon.